Hey everybody, welcome back to L-Man Gaming. Today, got for you a little bit of controversy. Is it okay to play Hogwarts Legacy and support J.K. Rowling? So let's go ahead and jump right into it. As you can see, I'm on Reddit. It's a really popular site with a whole bunch of people coming together to share information. This is one of the more popular subreddits in a way called Gaming Circle Jerk, right? Everyone kind of just indulges on memes about gaming, and as you can see here, they've been focusing on Hogwarts Legacy specifically. Now, personally, I actually really do like the subreddit. I think when they hit, they don't miss. Because, man, like, they can make some really funny memes. But, as we can see here, though, they like to go on crusades every now and then. And they're really pushing hard. As you can see here, as I'm making this video, this is January 9th, 6 hours ago, one of the more recent posts. They're really pushing hard here that if you buy Hogwarts Legacy, you're transphobic. So let's go ahead and dive into, if that's true or not, and try to see their side, and let's give our side. Let's go ahead and kind of get into some of the principles here on their arguments. There's definitely one kind of topic that keeps popping up that I definitely wanted to focus on. You'll see here this comment by this person here. It says, it does say a lot that they're putting their own personal nostalgia of principles, though. This is a very popular argument I've seen, right? This nostalgia, this, millennials have to, live out their childhood kind of, idea here. And, by buying this game, we're willing to, spread that hate, spread that transphobia because we want to play this game so bad because it just means so much to us because of what we grew up with. And again, as we can see here again, right, another comment by another person, elder millennials have to relive their precious, precious childhoods into the end of time. How dare you suggest otherwise? Now, look, me personally, yeah, I saw all the Harry Potter films growing up. Was I that excited about it? Honestly, no. I never bought any of the merchandise. In fact, I never played any of the games at that point. But you know, what really actually got me into the franchise was actually the Fantastic Beasts movies. And, by the stretch of the imagination, they're kind of terrible in a way, but I really like environmental issues and care a lot about animals. So seeing Newt Scamander, it just sold me on the universe completely. And now I definitely am a, Wizarding World fan. Now, again, before we go any further to some other posts, again, let's really, again, another comment here. I want to drive this home with you guys here, right? So, Rowling is a transphobic twat and legit sucks, but I really love Harry Potter and want to play this game. We already buy other things that give shitty people money, therefore, it's okay to buy this game, right? Again, they really want to push home this argument that if you do buy the game, you are transphobic. I don't think they're trying to hide that. So, this is actually one of the last memes I wanted to show before kind of switching over here real quick, but this is actually one of the ones that made me want to make the video, made me think about it, because again, if you're unaware of this situation, this is something that has gained traction with the transphobia and J.K. Rowling, her comments on, again, transsexuals and TERFs. I don't even know what that word means, if I'm being honest. I have no idea what TERFs means at this point. I don't care to look it up. But by playing this game, you're reinforcing normalizing transphobia. J.K. Rowling is a TERF, and this game is just rewarding her for violence. Quit having fun, right? This is that nice kind of funny play on words, that like the people trying to stop you from playing the game are the bad guys. When in actuality, again, you're the trans phobe and you hate people. But let me show you this last comment here. Yeah, can't wait for this game to finally come out and be mid as hell. So, right, there's that kind of expectation that the game isn't even going to be good either, right? Kind of funny. So, if you follow the channel, I'm actually super excited for this game. In fact, so excited, this is probably going to be my game of the year, either between this or Final Fantasy 16. Again, I'm super excited for this universe, and again, by their definition, I guess that makes me the biggest, transphobia alive. Now, here's why they're wrong, though, because I've never concerned myself with these things. In fact, I don't even think about these kind of topics, whether I'm playing as a woman, a black guy, whatever, right? The only definitions I'm concerned with are, is the game good, and does it, play well, and then are the characters, are they interesting? Those are the kind of things that I'm thinking about when I'm playing, a video game. And I think that's their biggest problem, right? What they're having trouble doing is that they can't separate J.K. Rowling from the universe. I think everybody, I mean, right, all the fans, everybody, people are still interested in this universe have separated her from the universe. No one's thinking about J.K. Rowling anymore when they think of Harry Potter, except apparently for, the people that care about trans rights, which is interesting, right? There's a level of obsession, right, that they just can't let go of. And speaking in terms of, being able to let go of these things, right? That level of obsession. Have you ever heard that, people say that, racism wouldn't exist if you just turn off the television? I'm starting to think this is kind of getting into the same category at this point. It's like if you didn't go on Twitter, if you didn't go on Reddit, these kind of forums, whatnot, you wouldn't even know these issues existed because, right, you're a decent person and this is not how you're, thinking. Listen, this is a topic that could you have to spend hours talking to really try to dissect this because you say one thing, it's going to be a counter argument to another, and just non-stop onslaught of back and forth, and ultimately it's pretty pointless because what do we know about the universe, right? Here's kind of why you may be watching the video in terms of the climax, right? How is the universe designed? This has already been figured out long ago. It's called yin and yang, right? There's always going to be an opposite side to oppose another side. This is why, you can sit there and scream at someone that thinks the earth is flat, try and explain to them how much science and all this and why the earth is ultimately a sphere, and they still not believe you. Now, why is that, right? Because the universe is designed that there's always going to be an opposite side. Really think about that because it's totally true, and this is why you probably shouldn't waste your time arguing with people on the internet or really just wasting your life in general because, right, it's just how the universe is, again, designed, and you're always going to have someone that's going to oppose a fact, an opinion, anything that you think. Now, some people may call that a cop-out answer, but it's totally not. But, right, what's the title of the video, right? Should you feel bad about playing Hogwarts Legacy and supporting J.K. Rowling? And their answer is obviously no, because here's the good news, right? If you're a decent person, anyways, if you don't hate people, in this context, it trans people, and you're able to play the game and then come out of it and not hate them anymore, then guess what? You're a decent person, you're going to get along with people, and you're going to treat people right. Now, here's the kind of vice versa of that, right? If you were to go to that subreddit and sit there and tell them, hey, I played the game, I absolutely loved it, but I absolutely support trans people, I don't agree with what J.K. Rowling said. If they were to be combatant at that point and hate you for that, then obviously they're the ones in the wrong, right? Because for me, wasting your time on the internet and all that, right? I mean, everyone's going to act differently. That's just kind of how these things have happened in our society. But speaking in terms of a society, right? Usually when people go out, they're decent people, and I don't think anyone, from my side or their side, is going to sit there and treat you bad. But even now, if you still don't agree with any of those things, guess what? I got one more thing for you. Before you, press play, pop in your disc, whatever, I will encourage you to take a second and think about, how this is affecting people. Because it ultimately is, right? And again, you will see this issue maybe grow as we get closer to release. So take a second and think about how you want others to treat you and how you want to treat them, and ultimately be a person, because I can promise you playing this game is not going to change your views. It's not going to change if you're shitty a person or not, right? You know if you're decent, and you know if you're going to treat people right. But anyways, guys, that's the video. Thanks for stopping by and watching it. Again, really looking forward to this game, and hopefully this doesn't sidetrack it too much. I think the game's going to sell incredibly well, as it should. I think it looks really great.